Gamers and gentlefolk, hello and welcome to another broadcast of the Nexus Gaming Series. I'm your host, The Sound, and tonight we've got a great matchup. Two storied teams, Zul'jin Distillery against Buy for Catbois in a best-of-3 series. This is Division B East. And when I say storied teams, I truly mean storied teams. We have real NGS veterans here. Some folks have been playing since back in Season 6, which is pretty exciting to have people with such longevity in the league. Let's take a look at our standings to see where we are in the league thus far. And we can see Buy for Catbois tied for first place with Fensad, Zul'jin Distillery with 5 points, holding down that 6th place spot. Of course, a domination tonight from Zul'jin Distillery will bring them equal with Fensad and Buy for Catbois. So the standings are very much in flux still for this division. Nothing is set in stone by any means. Taking a look at our map bans for the series, we've got an update. We've got Zul'jin Distillery winning the coin flip and opting for first pick, and map bans from Buy for Catbois were Garden of Terror and BOE, with Zul'jin Distillery banning Sky Temple and Dragonshire. Looks like our first map is going to be Towers of Doom, as selected by Buy for Catbois. And let's see how the teams are doing in the lobby. Check in on them. And then we can get going in the series. Excellent, excellent. Giving a little more background on our two teams. Home team, Zul'jin Distillery, thus far are 2-1. They have only lost to the first place seed, Fensad. So they're having a strong start themselves. This is also their second season in Div B. They spent Season 15 in B East as well, where they finished middle of the pack. Buy for Catbois, on the other hand, they took a season off. They were not participating in Season 15. But back in Season 14, when they were in B East, they were divisional finalists, making it all the way to the B East finals before falling to Papegas on Ice. Fun little bit of trivia, I used to be on Buy for Catbois before the break season. But enough about me, let's get into the game. First ban now to Zul'jin Distillery. We'll be interested to see how these two teams prioritize the meta here. We'll see if here in the week 4 these teams have done enough scouting to feel as though they can target their bans specifically, or if they're going to ban more generalized power picks in this first game. First ban going out onto Zeratul, and that certainly feels more targeted than general. An immediate response with the Brightwing ban, a strong healer, a global hero, an excellent cleanse. Not surprising to see that ban come out. Second ban available now to Zul'jin Distillery. I'll be interested to see if they continue on the target ban path or if they're just worried about the Zul'jin. Rhaegar ban. Another strong support, pretty general strong pick, and an immediate response on the Johanna. So these teams, well researched, they're confident in their picks and bans, and now the priority choice for Zul'jin Distillery, the thing that they wanted to win the coin flip for. It's going to be a Tychus first pick. A generalist hero, a solid pick, good into a beefy front line, can do some poke damage by speccing into grenade build. A very safe first pick. Perhaps not the biggest power pick for that selection. For Catbois' response with a Lucio and Blaze. Both heroes very strong by my estimation. Lucio able to speed up rotations and disrupt your enemy's rotations with all of his mobility. Blaze double soaking with the best of them and bringing a lot of teamfight utility. Leoric and Diablo, the response by Zul'jin Distillery. Leoric, a common pick when facing a Blaze, though not too surprising to see that pick up. And Diablo, a contested pick between these two teams. Both DeWitt and Noble enjoying the hero, so not surprised to see that picked up before this second round of bans. Ban now onto Stukov, narrowing the healer pool now that Catbois already have selected theirs. With the Rhaegar and Brightwing bans, the Stukov ban only tightens that pool. A Maiev ban now for Zul'jin Distillery. Further targeted bans, it seems. Though a strong hero in her own right, Maiev able to do a whole lot of damage and brings a lot of utility through her CC. Next two picks, perhaps a tank and one damage dealer here. Interested to see how Catbois looks to continue shaping this comp. It's going to be a Tyrael Sylvanas. Sylv, very strong on the map with her ability to shut down structures and even use her Mercenary Queen to amp up the sapper camps, which can help take down the bot lane fort, which is a big priority for most teams. Final two picks now, over to Zul'jin Distillery. It's going to be Kael Thas. And a Deckard. Alright. So no cleanse on their support, but a follow-up stun in Kael Thas. It's a decent amount of CC through Deckard, Diablo, and KT. Likely to be a high 5 game for Lucio. Last pick now, 4 for Catbois. And it's going to be the Kerrigan. Excellent. And as we get into the swap round, we can go and check on our drafts here. Here we are, getting into game 1 on Towers of Doom. On the left, we've got Tychus, Leoric, Diablo, a lot of percent damage and CC, a great combo on the front line between Leo and Diablo with the Entomb Shadow Charge combo, but on the other side, Catbois does have responses in Bunker and High 5. It's going to be a tough one to call early, so let's see how it goes. Getting into it here on the left, we have Zul'jin Distillery. DeWitt on Diablo, Bfresh on Tychus, Nutcracker playing Leoric, Ankleshot on Kael'thas, and Led playing Deckard. And to the right, in red, we have Bye for Catbois. Sailor Twift on Blaze, Myclin on Kerrigan, Shamhat playing Lucio, Tildron on Sylvanas, and Gokue on Tyrael. Checking out our level 1 talents, we've got, a Devil's Due for Diablo at level 1. Not the most common pick, but one that can get a lot of value. Teams immediately getting into it. A combo out onto the front line of Zul'jin Distillery. Gokue falling very low. DeWitt as well. Myclin chasing in, getting the final Ravage, able to secure the kill onto Diablo. And Bfresh falling low too. Do we have another stun? There it is from Sailor Twift. Bfresh now falling exceptionally low, able to be taken out. And that's 3 for nothing here in the mid lane. Bye for Catbois, secure first blood, and get a strong rotational advantage now. And it looks like here in mid lane, we've got Deckard trying to clean up this wave, which gives Leoric room in top lane to get on pace with Blaze. Back to bot on the right side, we can see Bye for Catbois already on their Sapper camp. This is a huge priority on the map. Not surprising to see them get to it as soon as it's available. And of course, with how far ahead they are on rotations, they are looking to invade on Zul'jin Distillery. XGD see it coming. They know it's here. Stuns now onto Myclin. DeWitt getting a lot of engage onto the Kerrigan. Another combo goes out onto DeWitt. That's a dead Diablo. 2 deaths for him. It's going to be a rough game until he gets his souls. And with Sailor Twift coming in here as well, that camp was all Bye for Catbois. Both Sapper camps now going over to them in the early game, and managing to get all 3 of the left side Sappers in to the wall. Level 4 is now in the hand of Bye for Catbois. We can see Kerrigan stacking Ravage with that sharpened blades. DeWitt stepping back up, looking to zone a little bit, trying to slow the siege onto this bot fort. Level 4 is now achieved by Zul'jin Distillery. We've got a Q build Diablo getting armor on his charges with Sacrificial Soul. Speaking of, gets that wallbang onto Gokue. Face check the wrong bush, says DeWitt, and that is first kill over to the side of Zul'jin Distillery. 25 seconds now on the objective. Tyrael will respawn in time. So let's see how BFC look to take this engagement. Stun attempt onto Sailor Twift. No wallbang secured. And it looks like Bye for Catbois are willing to give this bot objective. At least getting 1 stall with Eldruin. Another one comes in from Sylvanas' Haunting Wave. Myclin ravages in, but with Nutcracker here, this is a tough spot to be in. Double stun now onto DeWitt and Nutcracker. Still very beefy. The damage a bit split on each side here. All the while, we've got Sailor Twift on the Blaze in top lane soaking. So it's going to be an early level 7 for Bye for Catbois, but they do lose this first neutral objective. Combo now onto Bfresh, able to survive. Gokue, Myclin, and Shamhat getting out alive here. And in top, we can see Blaze working on this camp. We have a rotation closer from the rest of Bye for Catbois, so we'll see if Sailor Twift can make it last. They're falling quite low here. Leoric able to use that Drain Hope to get a lot of damage onto the Blaze. But Bye for Catbois does get here in time. 1 more Ravage secures that kill. Of course, the heavy commitment to top gives XGD room to steal away the Sappers in bot camp. Or the Sappers in bot lane, excuse me. So an even camp trade, despite Leo going down up there. Level 7's now achieved for XGD. Let's see if Viper Catbois looks to invade now, with Leoric just spawning in top. It seems like they're thinking about it. Diablo was showing mid here. Gokue immediately scouting it out. And here comes Sailor. This is another 5-hero commitment. And with that, BFC secure the left side again. And we can see those juiced up combo now out onto both backliners. Ankle shot goes down. Didn't even know there was a Kael'thas there. That was so fast. Flip and push onto Gokue, able to speed his way out with his E. Myclin beating up this old man, but of course, the tank of all supports, Deckard, does make it out alive. Gokue taking a lot of punishment here from B-Fresh. DeWitt doing a great job to push that Archangel around. First objective channel secured by Viper Catbois, 10s in their hands. We'll see how they look to leverage this ult advantage. Combo again out onto Ankle Shot. Lots of damage onto Myclin though. A huge ult out from Material there. B-Fresh and Led on the retreat. DeWitt falling very low. Another 5-hero commitment. Do we have another stun available? And here it comes, 2 onto Led and B-Fresh. Myclin chasing onto B-Fresh here. Gokue gets the blink in. Are they able to get the body blocks onto Deckard here? XGD loses another. That's 3 for nothing. A huge level 10 spike from Viper Catbois. And with that, they're going to secure the bot fort. Myclin trying to prevent a cheeky back there from B-Fresh, kind of daring him to step into the death zone. And with the Battle Tower conversion, that is a total of 9 shots into the core of XGD. But of course, they have now secured their own heroics. We've got APOC, Stay a While and Listen, Draken Laser Drill, Phoenix, and Leoric is thinking about it. DeWitt looking as much as he can for the buy for Catbois squad. And we've already got a lot of damage here on this bot fort. Myclin ravages in, gets a double combo again onto Led and B-Fresh. Led taking so much damage from the Kerrigan. APOC combo now cleansed away by the Lucio. And Tile caught on an island here. Big Root able to get another cleanse. Gets away with sub 100 HP. Myclin taking so much punishment here. All alone on the front line. Another great sanctification. B-Fresh falling so low. One more auto from Myclin will secure it. Can DeWitt get a flip into the death zone? No. But on the backside, the Draken Laser Drill secures the Sylvanas kill. Stuns now onto DeWitt. Viper Catbois is not quite done. 300 HP, and this is the flip. Myclin able to get the kill, but at what cost? Gets into the bunker. Great save by Sailor Twift. It is the Entomb from Leoric, and with no bunker to save them, it could be a sketchy place for Viper Catbois to be. Here comes that Entomb. Respawning with their Black Soulstone is DeWitt on the Diablo, but a great boop from Sham saves Myclin from another flip. Gokue may have to sacrifice himself for the kill, seeing if they can get any cooldown reduction on their death timer through their trait, unable to secure it. But here we have Shamhat. Zoning now is Sailor, unable to get the final channel, unfortunately. With 5 heroes on the side of Zul'jin Distillery, I have to assume that this objective channel is theirs for the taking, and it is just that, bringing our core HP to nearly even, 27 to 28. And with Tyrael just now respawning, XGD are looking to get aggressive here on this right side Sapper camp. We can also see Blaze showing in top lane, so XGD know that they are the stronger enforced team here. 13's now in the hands of Viper Catbois, of course. That talent tier advantage will be brief, and that's talent tier parity secured by XGD. And this is where the Q build from the Diablo really starts to come online. This level 13 quest talent. Led getting a blind sleep and follow up with the APOC. Shamhat falling very low. A Wailing Arrow to cover. And this is a confused engage, but DeWitt falling so low here. Here comes the bunker now. Gokue chasing in onto Nutcracker, able to spook away with that Wraithwalk. Another combo out onto 2, lands onto Ankle Shot. We've got Myclin following in on the Kael'thas. 2 kills on the other side by Tile. Well done by the Sylvanas player, and I believe they've got black arrows up right before this objective spawns. That is likely to be another 5-point bell tower conversion. And with a big wave, it's going to be an easy capture on the side of Bifur Catbois. Zul'jin Distillery, of course, far from out of the game. Towers of Doom, known as the map for nail-biting comebacks. And so the core HP will be 22 to 28, but with Bifur Catbois looking in mid and not enforcing these sappers, there's no further core threat at this point. The biggest problem now is that level 16s are in their hand, a talent tier advantage. Gokue looking for the Holy Ground onto Deckard. A 3-person stun from Myclin now, looking for more, getting in on the B-Fresh there. A sleep goes out from Lead on to Sylvanas. Tildron caught unawares, but able to pop the Unstoppable. Lucio now stuck in Entomb. A silence arrow out from the Sylvanas to peel. It's a hectic engagement. The Kerrigan combo misses. They're able to kite out a little bit more with more Lucio healing and move speed. Myclin pulled into that death zone by DeWitt again, playing with fire right in front of that zone with the great zone control and displacement of Diablo. A fight win that XGD really wanted, gonna give them a lot of comeback XP. That hero XP really starting to close the gap there. Of course, Bifur Catbois still 2 levels ahead. It's not just hero XP where they're in the lead, they've also got more minion XP. B-Fresh taking tower aggro here, but able to kite out. Another flip to wallbang onto Gokue, and it looks like with the Phoenix committed by Ankle Shot, XGD are going to secure this bot fort. Of course, on the top side, Sailor and Nutcracker having been fighting it out. Sailor's going to get out after a cheeky conversion onto that top shrine. Back in the bot neutral altar, it looks like Bifur Catbois are not going to make it in time for the stall. Lead uses the stay a while and listen. Gokue taking so much damage. Double stun from Diablo. Myclin pops the ultimate, but unable to secure a combo here. The altar has yet to be channeled, and here comes Sailor Twift. A 4-person, 4 engagement now. Kael'thas goes down. Tile caught on the top of the engagement up against this Leoric, but Diablo isolated, hit by the Wailing Arrow. Here comes Myclin, another combo out onto the Leoric. B-Fresh looking for a kill onto Tile, unable to secure it. And with the Sapper camp up and black arrows in the arsenal, we'll see if Bifur Catbois look for the safe play. I think it's in their best interest with DeWitt coming back on this Diablo already. It looks like they're going to get the stall. Tile getting a slow here. Wallbang onto Sylv, but another great cleanse from Sham. Oh, Myclin caught on the wrong side of the Entomb. Great terrain building there from the Leoric. Sailor Twift perhaps biting off more than they can chew here. Able to kite away. DeWitt looking for another flip to wallbang perhaps. Unable to find one. And now looking for a wallbang here onto Gokue. Gets it, flips and stuns again into this wall. Here comes the sleep from Deckard. Lead getting another great sleep onto 3. Tile, not long for this world, able to get out with another high five from Shamhat, but XGD are coming in, and they're coming in strong. A stun from DeWitt, another cleanse from Sham. Bunker is dropped now, and so is the Phoenix. Lots of commitment here in the bot lane. Still 15 seconds until the Kerrigan spawns, and it looks like Bifur Catbois are going to hold. XGD are not willing to give up this siege just yet. That's Souls complete for Diablo, and with Mega Healing Potions, Super Healing Potions, I believe, at level 13, they're able to heal up really well, Lead being able to top everyone off. 5v5 once again on the map, And we've got in the top lane Blaze going for this camp once again. This is going to threaten core HP because that top fort has been converted by for Catbois. And back in bot, we're looking at these sappers again. Half a level away from Storm Talents are for Catbois. And with that large wave in mid and camp here in the bot lane, it's unlikely they'll have secured their Storm Talents before level 20, but they will be able to... Oh, well, maybe a second mid wave from Sailor. Just a hair late. We can see in bot lane, Kerrigan going for a little more XP, and they're able to get their Storm Talents, but they've shown spread across the map. Sailor gets a stun onto DeWitt. Gokwe trying to stall with the Holy Ground. Kerrigan coming in on the flank here. Here comes the APOC combo from DeWitt. Huge sleep from the Deckard, but a great turnaround with the Sanctification. Led on an island, followed by Myclin here. That's another kill. Well played by for Catbois, really leveraging that Storm Talent tier advantage. Core HP, 13 to 19 now. Talent tier advantage over to BFC. And on the bottom side, we can see XGD aren't staying passive. They are getting something done. Nutcracker starting up this bot camp. Of course, Sailor bluffing like the team is here, threatening B-Fresh and friends to make sure that no one is on the camp. With 30 seconds before Deckard respawns, it's going to be a long wait for XGD. These sappers with the Mercenary Queen value at level 4 from Sylvanas, perhaps only going to require one to convert the bell tower. It looks like all three will have to be used. Even so, this makes the bot spawn of our next objective even more challenging for XGD to get to. They are not out of it, of course, but it is getting harder. Combo misses from Myclin. B-Fresh looking to step up, gets a lot of damage onto Gokwe. A flip and stun back onto Gokwe. He's falling so low, that's a dead Tyrael. XGD understanding that for Catbois were playing a little too aggressively there without their minion wave. DeWitt doing so well to punish that overcommitment on the front line. So with their Tyrael not respawning for another 45 seconds, we'll see how for Catbois look to approach the map. We can see XGD doing a great job securing vision in mid lane, making sure that BFC are not going to follow them and contest this objective. And it looks like they are willing to wait for this bottom tower to be converted. I like the play. They are behind on core HP, but of course in top lane, we do have for Catbois taking care of this top fort, also keeping active on the map. Mid fort exceptionally low, about half HP. Leoric able to get there in time to clean up this minion wave, but perhaps a little too far out. Here comes the Wraithwalk. Myclin looking for the combo, unable to find it. Here comes Tyrael. Took the DeWitt, didn't pull the trigger. Surprised. Here comes the stun though. Stun and then flip again. Silence out onto the Tyrael. Did he respawn? Hard to tell. Back in the graveyard. Myclin gets into the bunker, able to escape. Lots of ultimates here on the side, but that's a great Hellgate onto Sailor Twift, able to escape. Whew, that was a gutsy tunnel grab by Gokwe on the Tyrael. We can see XGD immediately taking advantage of their power play, getting onto these sappers, likely looking to convert this bot fort as soon as possible. For Catbois feeling safe under their fort. I don't know that it's super well warranted, but with XGD spreading out across the map, working on finishing up that Black Soul Stone, they were allowed to clear those sappers. For Catbois knew. The Silence Entomb from Nutcracker is going to be a critical component of this next team fight. Sailor able to find the Leoric here on the top side. Gokwe scouts DeWitt here. We'll see how our two teams look to play this objective. It's not game over for either. Sailor double stunned. able to get the cleanse from Sham and drops the bunker. Myclin doing so much damage onto Nutcracker in the Silence Entomb, gets the root here, able to get into the bunker right before they're dead. Bfresh so low, Sailor Twift so low. 2 kills now over to the side of Buy for Catboys, but all health bars are getting really scary. DeWitt is getting stunned and beat up by Sailor, but doing the same. Lead falls. Myclin with a big shield chasing onto Ankleshot, and DeWitt sidesteps the stun. Ankleshot trying to get a kill, but Shamhat is able to secure it with another boop. Myclin chasing in, unable to secure the kill through this Black Soulstone. Or is he? That's another combo onto him. Slows from Blaze. Shamhat able to get the boop back, and that's it. GG. Well played to both of our teams. A huge first game from both teams. Wow, that was a real nail-biter all the way to the end. But in the end, we do have Buy for Catboys coming out on top. Well played to them. As it turned out, the Kerrigan combos proved to be a little too much for the cleanseless support on the side of Zul'jin Distillery. And taking a look at our post-game stats, we can see Tychus dealing a lot of damage on that front line, but Kerrigan by far and away heads and shoulders above the rest. Of course, lots of that damage came in from that bigger they are. XGD looked really strong, especially with DeWitt on this Q build. Diablo able to get a lot of punishment onto Gokue there, playing the Tyrael, but in the end, all of the other CC on the side of Buy for Catboys was too much. Some great Wailing Arrows from Tildron on Sylvanas, able to catch a few more than Lead on the Deckard with those sleeps. Really loved the aggressive looks that we had from Lead on that hero. But in the end, it's Buy for Catboys taking the first win. Excellent. And it looks like we're almost ready to get into our second game here. We are headed to Alterac Pass. I'm excited to see if XGD are able to get a win here. If they are able to get a win here, it's gonna continue their no domination participation streak. All of the series that they've participated in thus far have gone the distance. 2 of those, of course, ending in a win. See if we can't organize what's going on in this lobby for all you fine folks. And a big welcome to everyone who has tuned in for the stream. Appreciate everyone coming out and supporting these teams. Always great to have the NGS community showing up for everyone. And Buy for Catboys is opting to take us to Alterac Pass. So if Buy for Catboys are able to close it out here, that will cement their first place position. If XGD is able to win this game, they will be able to keep their never being 2-0'd streak alive. Let's get into the draft to see how these teams want to approach the map. XGD may have some heroes to think about on the side of Buy for Catbois after seeing Game 1. Tile's performance on the Sylvanas was pretty strong. She's a good pick for the map. Opting to continue with their Zeratul ban, their scouting tells them that it is a good call, and I think that's probably true. Hogger ban now from Buy for Catbois. An understandable ban, a strong hero for the map, able to take the Null camp very quickly by themselves, able to set up a few really good infinite bounces around the objective point. Let's see if we keep the bans the same on the side of Zul'jin Distillery, and it looks like a Chromie ban coming out. Another one that strikes me as a definite target ban, and Brightwing, the ban from Buy for Catbois. Another smart map for the global to get banned on. First pick over to XGD. Will they opt for the Tychus once more? Perhaps opting for a Falstad instead, something to secure the global advantage on such a large map. Johanna to be their first pick. A sturdy tank, one that's hard to go wrong with. First picked across many divisions. Unsurprising to see it. And able to be resilient into most comps, most traditional comps. So we'll see how Buy for Catbois look to potentially punish that or start their own draft journey. It's going to be another Blaze Rhaegar. Rhaegar unavailable in the last game, so interested to see how Sham performs on the hero. And of course, another Blaze. Perhaps the best offlaner in the pool available. Not surprising to see that picked up in the 1-2 here. Response now from Zul'jin Distillery is going to be Li Ming Stukov. Another cleanseless support. So I'll be interested to see if XGD don't ban the Kerrigan here. That not having a cleanse did seem to be a thorn in their side last game. Perhaps another offlane ban here for Buy for Catbois, and it looks like it's going to be a Leoric ban. A challenging lane for Blaze, not surprising to see that ban go away, and Nutcracker hit some really solid entombs last game. I think it's a smart ban, and it's going to be a Diablo ban on the side of XGD. Damage and frontline still missing on the side of Buy for Catbois. We'll see which two they prioritize in this next round. I'd love to see a tank pick and at least one of the damage here. Sylvanas still available. I'd be interested to see if Tile ends up on the hero again. A Nubarak Junkrat. Both great heroes on the map, able to get persistent vision on the objective and cheese the objective with beetles and traps, respectively. Alterac specials, to be sure. Last two picks now over to the side of XGD. Traditionally, we would see an offlaner and a damage dealer. We'll see if XGD want to throw anything spicy our way. And it's going to be a Dahaka Vala. Vala, a late-game powerhouse. Not surprising to see her on a map that frequently goes late. And Dahaka, a global for such a large map, makes a lot of sense. Able to push those side lanes while his team defends the prisoner camp. It's going to be a Genji last pick for Buy for Catbois. And here we are going into game 2 on Alterac Pass. I'll be interested to see how these two comps line up. The Johanna, very sturdy on the front line, unlikely to be the target of a Nubarak and Blaze. Dahaka and Johanna also perhaps looking to get onto the Rhaegar in the back, followed up with some Gleaming Burst. I'll be interested to see how the team fights go. Let's get into the map. Over here on the left, in blue, we have Zul'jin Distillery. DeWitt playing the Johanna, Ankle Shot on Li Ming, Fresh playing Vala, Led on Stukov, and Nutcracker playing Dahaka. And to the right in red, we've got Bye for Catbois. Sailor Twift on Blaze, Myclin on Genji, Shamhat on Rhaegar, Tyledron on Junkrat, and Gokue playing Anubarak. Checking in on level 1 talents, we can see a Laws of Hope from Johanna, not the traditional blind talent at level 1. So we'll be interested to see what DeWitt has in store for us there. We can keep track of that stacking as the game goes on. No major punishment for the Johanna to step up to this wave. We can see wave clear advantage briefly going over a great boop and stun. Oh my gosh, so much damage onto the Johanna. Able to escape, Myclin falling very low, taking a lot of damage from the Stukov autos. And all the while, Dahaka in bot lane has pushed out a wave. So, wave priority over to the side of Zul'jin Distillery. 8 seconds before the camps spawn, and we'll see how our teams look to split up this next objective. We can see on the right side, Sailor Twift on Blaze starting up the camp, and on the left, for Zul'jin Distillery, Fresh and Led doing the same. These camps are extraordinarily important, not only because they do a lot of damage to structures with their minus armor properties, they also respawn every 90 seconds. So they do a lot of damage and give a decent amount of experience. Down in bot lane, we can see a little damage onto the front wall there. Myclin and Nutcracker duking it out. Camp secure in mid lane first for Bye for Catbois. Zul'jin Distillery not long after them. And with 3 in mid lane, Zul'jin Distillery definitely the stronger represented of the two teams. I think Bye for Catbois are going to have a hard time getting much push value out of their nulls if they go unsupported. Zul'jin Distillery understanding the importance of the mid lane here, opting to push as much as they can while their camp is up. We can see towards top lane, Genji looking for a rotation onto Ankle Shot on the Li Ming. We'll see if Gokue secures the stun here, and there it is, double stun onto the Li Ming. E in onto Ankle Shot, able to secure the kill and get out to tell the tale. However, on the bot side, the camp for XGD has gotten a lot of damage, taking down that gate already. Led able to make it out with 550 HP. So a positive experience trade for Bye for Catbois, but of course a stronger mid push on the side of XGD. Speaking of experience, we can see relatively even here on minion experience. Both teams doing a good job to make sure all of the minions are collected. And Dahaka is well positioned for this objective phase. The global hero being in the lane furthest from the objective is where you'd like them. We can see that they have that Brush Stalker off cooldown, and neither team is rushing to this objective. We have both teams prioritizing their sappers, or I'm sorry, their gnolls in mid, and about a quarter of a level away from level 7 talents on the side of Bye for Catbois. Very close for Zul'jin Distillery as well. Led looking for a weighted pustule onto Tile, able to get away with that concussion mine. Level 7s on both sides now. We've got Stukov perhaps building into more of the long pitch. Excellent. Looking for more cooldown on their weighted pustule. And both camps cleared with ease. A boop onto Fresh. Unable to get any follow-up damage, however. And neither team terribly interested in looking at these prison camps. We can see Anubarak very low on mana. Threatens, oh my gosh, so much damage. Not enough mana for that burrow charge, it would seem. And we get the stall. This is why you pick Junkrat on this map, of course. His ability to stall objective channels is unmatched. Genji, another safe hero to get a lot of poke onto the objective. But that's first objective channel over to the side of XGD. A slight experience lead for Catbois here. And Anubarak has respawned. So we'll look to see if BFC is able to prevent XGD from getting this first objective. We can see Gokue charging in here. Michelin and Sham not far behind. Ankle shot, blinks away. Triple stun now onto 3 of XGD. Led looking for the escape here. Oh, Michelin gets the slow with the dash. Be Fresh looking for a counter kill here. Unable to secure it. Sailor just kisses them goodbye. DeWitt now perhaps stuck on the wrong side. Still has the Iron Skin. Able to make it out alive. So another good team fight win for Catbois. Of course, Zul'jin Distillery did get something out of the exchange. In bot lane, they've had Dahaka soaking this whole time, securing a lot of this fort front wall. We can see DeWitt and Ankle Shot both looking for stalls here. And we've got poke on the side of Catbois. Michelin taking a lot of damage. Another 8 seconds still. Sailor charges in. Nutcracker has arrived. Sailor falling very low. Are they able to get another stun? They are, but Sailor's falling so low. Ankle Shot just needs one reset. And here is how it starts. A massive silence puddle. Another kill. 3 for nothing onto Catbois. Shamhat's going to fall. That's a great fight win for XGD. Level 10's in their hands now. They lose the first objective, but win the team fight in a major way. 5 kills to 2. A trade you were happy to make if you're blue team. This is going to give them a relatively easy clear of this objective. Alterac has a very powerful objective if you're alive to push with it. It will not do as much when unsupported. And so we've got Be Fresh and Lead clearing up mid. In bot lane, Nutcracker is working to stave off Sailor. And up in top, we can see Ankle Shot and DeWitt doing what they can to clean up this top objective. Mid already clear. And so we've got rotations out. Slaps from Lead, unable to secure the displacement onto Michelin. Last objective to be cleared here. 1 level lead for Zul'jin Distillery. And in top, we'll see no CC onto the Anubarak. Objective is over, which means camps have respawned, and Catbois immediately send 2 to their Sabre camp. We have a 4-hero commitment to the top lane from Zul'jin Distillery. But now that they've realized those Knolls need killing, we can see Lead and Be Fresh headed straight there. This gives a strong tempo advantage to Catbois, and Sailor Twift is looking for the invade. Finding Lead here, pops the Pyromania, and commits the bunker for it. We're getting a lot of zoning here. DeWitt does have their ult available, so we'll see if they're willing to pull the Blessed Shield here. Dahaka gets the silence onto the... Oh, Genji is falling so low here. Does Nutcracker have another stun? Ankle Shot on the side, able to secure the kill onto Sham. Cocoon out from Gokue a bit too late. DeWitt looking for more, trying to secure a kill onto Michelin. No damage follow-up, however. Mid lane pushed the whole time, but another kill over to the side of XGD. 6-2 now, level 13s. Maintaining their talent tier lead. A cheeky boop onto Lead. Not going to take too much damage there thanks to their level 4 biotic armor. Sailor Twift trying to get some zoning out onto XGD. DeWitt and Be Fresh still very healthy. Michelin coming in onto Be Fresh now. Drops the X Strike, is able to secure the kill. Another stun onto Lead. Michelin chasing in with Tile and Sham not far behind. Able to secure the kill with the Flame Stream from Blaze. Top lane, we've got Gokue pushing into Ankle Shot, and in bot, of course, Nutcracker has continued to push into this fort. So, despite having secured first objective, Bifur Catboys are still behind on structures. That mid fort of theirs nearly dead. All forts very healthy on the side of XGD, and we see Nutcracker just lurking around the objective, making sure that no one is going to try and sneak it. Perhaps looking for a cheeky tongue onto Michelin, lands the drag, unable to get under towers there. Let's see how Bifur Catboys look to use their tempo advantage. We can still see Anubarak in top lane. Sailor Twift anchoring. The drag misses from Nutcracker, able to secure a few seconds here onto the objective, but Zul'jin Distillery cleans it up very quickly, only 5 seconds secure. And here comes Anubarak. In bot lane, we can see Nutcracker continuing to clean things up, and we're converging now onto Michelin. We do have the Blessed Shield available, does not rip it. 4v4 contest here. Nutcracker perhaps looking for a drag, using that move speed from their level 1 enhanced agility. And it's a 5v5 contest here. Drag onto the Blaze, stuns onto Ankle Shot, lots of damage onto the Li Ming, a cocoon onto the healer. We trade for the Rhaegar here. And it looks like XGD are able to get the best of this engagement. Led zoning everyone off with the flailing swipes. Michelin falls low. Ankle Shot unable to secure the next reset. Bfresh getting a lot of damage peppered in. And it is a convincing team fight from the side of Zul'jin Distillery. They are doing a great job staggering all of the CC that they've got, making sure that they have tools to deal with Genji when he gets onto the back line, and really punishing the lack of mobility from Rhaegar. Sailor now pretty far out here. Going to take a lot of damage from Ankle Shot and DeWitt. Unwilling to commit the Blessed Shield for the potential kill. But this is going to secure the objective for Zul'jin Distillery. Level 16's around the corner for Bifur Catboys. We'll see how they look to approach this next objective defense. A full teleport build from Ankle Shot on the Li Ming, opting for Diamond Skin at 16, giving Li Ming a lot more survivability. I think it's a smart choice into the Genji. And we've got a 3-hero commitment from XGD here in mid lane. Gokue looking to slow it down as much as possible with those beetles. Sham and Tile doing as much damage as they can over the wall. It looks like this front gate isn't long for this world, but the keep is likely to not take too much threat. Level 16's a piece here. We'll see if we've got stuns onto Gokue. In bot lane, Sailor Twift gets a solo kill onto Ankle Shot. Sorry to have missed it. Blaze does a bunch of damage if you're not careful, so not too surprised to see the kill, but... And now we're collapsing onto Nutcracker here in top lane. They do have the Brush Stalker. They haven't opted for the Tunneling Claw's speed at 16, and it looks like they're not going to make it out alive. Ooh. So, all 3 forts down on the side of Bifur Catboys, but 2 great kills, staggering kills this late in the game, will open up potential macro opportunities for our red team. And we'll see how Zul'jin Distillery look to play the map now that they are down 2 heroes. On bot side, we can see Genji scouting this boss, making sure that XGD isn't in the vicinity. Blaze in mid, taking that Null camp matched to the left by XGD, of course. And we've got Anubarak soaking top, as has been his remit for most of the match. Still a little bit of an experience lead over the side of XGD. They're looking to get aggressive here. A Blessed Shield goes out onto the Junkrat. follow-ups on the Stukov here. Sailor falling low. Here comes a Nubarak. We have a dig in from Nutcracker. This is 5v5. Cocoon is out. Bunker drops. Nutcracker falling so low here. Is Blaze able to make it out alive? Lead taken down and hunted, so that's 1 for 1. There goes Nutcracker. A huge combo out onto Myclin. 2 for 2 here. DeWitt, very low on mana. Beefresh, about half HP, but without the Genji, they don't have much more chase on the side of Bifur Catbois. With no healer on the side of Zul'jin Distillery, it is hard for them to continue fighting. Of course, this mid wave is going to need addressing, and that may buy a little bit of room for XGD. Here's why you pick a Nubarak, folks. We can see, despite even kills, Bifur Catbois is able to get a minor advantage on the map thanks to these beetles on the side of a Nubarak taking a quick stun, a quick poke from the Vala. Camps spawning on both sides again. Storm Talents just around the corner for XGD, about a half level away for Bifur Catbois. The window is tight, but I would love to see XGD take advantage of their Storm Talent tier. On bot side, we can see Genji, Myclin soaking up that experience, trying to close the gap to 20. XGD now, with their Storm Talents in hand, how will they get aggressive? And we can see DeWitt coming in on the flank. Looks like they were scouted. Storm Talents on both sides here. Level 20, we've got DeWitt opting for the upgraded Radiating Faith. And they don't know that Johanna is in this bush. This is a sketchy engagement. DeWitt taking so much poke damage. Stuns out onto Sham and... wow, lots of damage onto Nutcracker. Myclin gets silenced. Ancestral lands onto them. DeWitt still causing a ruckus in the back. Great combo onto Sailor Twift here. No ults available for the side of Bifur Catbois. Correction, we do still have the X-Strike available. And with all of those talents used up, XGD able to position back onto the objective here, taking a lead in the channel process. They still have flailing swipes. They still have... oh, stuns now onto lead. Lots of damage. Huge heals, though, and the biotic armor is doing a lot to mitigate all of this onslaught from Bifur Catbois. Lead falls, stun from Sailor Swift, onto 3. Tile drawn, taunts in the middle of the team. Have to assume that was a misclick. 2 for 1 now on the side of Zul'jin Distillery. A combo reflected by Myclin. Beefresh with the Farflight Quiver doing so much damage. Another Blessed Shield out onto 2. A rewind from Gokue is going to get them out alive. Myclin looking for a solo kill here on the backside of the fight. Unable to secure it. A 4-hero wipe for XGD, and this is the decisive team fight win late game that can turn the game in your favor definitively. XGD have been in the lead for most of the game. The score sheet says as much. 13 kills to 9 kills, level 21 to 20. But this late game objective is really going to hurt Bifur Catbois, especially with Zul'jin Distillery being able to proc this camp before the objective finishes channeling. Heads up rotation from them. This is going to put additional pressure onto this mid keep, as well as the core. The Alterac core, of course, has as much armor on it as it has keeps in front of it, but the armor shred from the gnolls will apply to the core. So it is as if there is one fewer keep. Farflight Quiver is a busted talent and is going to allow Beefresh to siege this keep out of the range of the keep, which is fair and balanced. And here come all 5 of XGD getting as much done here on the mid lane as they can. Starting the rotation up to top, we see DeWitt taking an aggressive rotation, cleanse onto Sailor, able to get them out. That's Blessed Shield committed for no kill. Riptire and Flailing Swipes come out. It is extra oomph from Junkrat, so we could see another one here in 10 seconds. Lots of silences. A Cocoon onto Johanna, instantly broken by Li Ming and Nutcracker. No more Iron Skin available. Sailor Twift falling low, drops the bunker. Gokue falling low as well. Led looking for the counter kill onto Sailor Twift. Here comes the Ancestral Healing. Another our Riptire. Here comes a third for this fight, but the core is down below a third HP. It's going to be a heroic defense from Catbois if they're able to hold on to this game, and they are repulsing XGD. Wow. No stun onto Myclin there, looking to chase onto Nutcracker a bit further. Do they have any essence? They don't, but they're able to use the global to get to safety. Whew. That was a tough defense from for Catbois. They are still very much in the back foot, but they're able to start trying to claw their way back into the game. XGD still have all of their structures on their side, so knowing that there is likely to be a boss play on one side of the map and seeing for Catbois going for top, they immediately respond by going for this bot boss as well. Very heads-up rotation from them, putting threat on the only remaining keep for Catbois. They're not going to be able to make the rotation here to stop Zul'jin Distillery. So we'll see how Zul'jin Distillery, with Johanna having respawned, look to approach this map state. I would love to see them push with their boss, frankly. Threatening the only remaining keep makes a lot of sense to me. They don't necessarily have to defend this boss in top lane, since even this late in the game, this boss is not going to end. And we've got another fight here in bot lane. Huge stun from Johanna. Lots of damage now onto Myclin. Able to hop into the bunker for the save. An Ancestral Healing comes out. He's on to Bfresh and Ankle Shot in the back. Able to get onto the Vala still, but Gokue falling low on the top side of the fight. They're now on to Lead on the Stukov, able to peel for themselves with that Weighted Pustule on the bot side. Nutcracker able to zone the rest of Catbois off, and the boss has taken down bot keep. Going back to check on it, it's about half HP. It could take the core here, and more importantly, the fight continues here with XGD taking it to Sailor Twift. No bunker available for them. No Ancestral available from Sham either. Myclin trying to do as much damage as they can to Ankle Shot. Slows from Shamhat. Able to... Wow, Led down below 600 HP. Able to spread the Healing Pustule there. Ankle Shot is going to secure the objective channel. And the boss has been defended on the core of for Catbois. Still 5 seconds before Vala respawns. There will be 5 heroes at this objective for BFC before XGD, and knowing this, they're going to back off. A long stun from Gokue gets the Cocoon onto Lead. Blessed Shield comes out for Peel. DeWitt still has the Iron Skin available. Lots of damage onto Dahaka here. Do they have the Essence? Silence onto 2. Myclin looking for more. Unable to secure any of the kills here. XGD do another excellent retreat. And BFC needed that fight win. Their lanes are in a sorry state. Checking in on their core, we've got a lot of minions piling up, both mid and top. So BFC have to fall back, grab this Knoll camp, and clean up their lanes. Here, back at the objective, we can see DeWitt dealing with the, I don't know, grunts? Whatever they're called. The orc things. On the side of BFC. And XGD just need to stall. If they stall long enough, they can win, just because of map pressure. Sailor looking for a flank here on the right side. Able to push out a wave. XGD letting the pressure mount in top lane and in bot lane. Pulling for Catbois in multiple directions. DeWitt always threatening the channel here. Gokue doing their best to stall there. We do see Junkrat on the bot side, and we've got Sappers going in. Stuns onto Li Ming here. Ankle shot able to blink out. The lens of the ult from Dahaka, from the Blaze, B-Fresh falling low. Lots of stuns falling. Led resets the fight with flailing swipes. And we've got a null camp on the core. The core will regenerate health, but not if it's taking damage. Gokwe Hearths, that's a Blessed Shield onto Myclin. That's a kill for XGD. With that kill, they're going to get more objective progress. Sailor Twift doing what they can to escape here, able to get out alive. And even down a player, BFC are trying to stall this objective. They understand that an objective secure for Zul'jin Distillery is the end for them. Zul'jin Distillery, knowing it as well, happy to take this fight. The Ancestral is late. Nutcracker getting a great drag. The reset comes in for Ankle Shot, gets another blink. That's another kill onto Sailor Twift. Are they able to secure more? DeWitt does have the Blessed Shield, bounces it off the sidewall, able to get this slow with Subdue. This time the Ancestral comes out. Silence onto 2. B-Fresh able to clean up the kill onto Tile. That is a 5-hero wipe, and with the core already taking down by the minions, XGD are going to rotate onto the core, finishing up the game. That is a GG, well played. We are going to a Game 3 for this series. Really well played on the side of Zul'jin Distillery. They looked comfortable on the map. They were unperturbed by the potential for Beetle Cheese on the side of Buy for Catbois, and they were able to get some really decisive team fight engagements from the Blessed Shield of DeWitt. DeWitt did really well to set his team up, giving Ankle Shot and B-Fresh lots of room to secure those kills. Checking in on the stats, everybody did lots of damage. No one really cares about stats. We care about the builds. And it is that W build, Arsenal and Fire at Will from B-Fresh. But of course, even with those W talents, we can see Manticore and Farflight Quiver, the choices. These two talents are why Vala is such a late-game powerhouse. Unsurprising to see them come out here. So well played, another 3-game series for XGD. They are not out of the fight yet. Excited to see where we go for our next map. And it's another tense one. I love these 3-game series. We all love more HOTS. It's why we still play this artisanal game. Yeah. I'm enjoying the artisanal game classification more than the more negatively connoted name that we often call this game. I think I picked that one up from 30 to 50 Feral Hoggers, so credit to them. And speaking of credit, if anyone wants to know about the work from any of the contributors to my stream, feel free to check out the stream credits below. I've got a Google Doc listing everyone whose work I feature on the stream. You can also enter !credits in chat to check out their links. And it looks like for Game 3, we are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen. This is a map chosen by Zul'jin Distillery. And I think it's a map that both teams have played thus far this season. So, uncertain of the records, but given that it is Zul'jin Distillery's pick, I have to assume that they feel comfortable on the map. I'll be interested to see if they continue target banning Myclin on the Zeratul. Zeratul, not necessarily well known on this map, given the tight rotations aren't as conducive to the late game scaling that Zeratul likes. So we'll see how XGD approach this next draft. Giving a little more history about these two teams, as I mentioned, they have been together for a long time. XGD, of course, takes the cake on that one. This is their 10th season together. A stable roster for all 10 seasons. You never see that, frankly. I thought that the website was perhaps bugged when I first saw that. So kudos to them for keeping it together. And it looks like we are about to get into our third game here on Tomb of the Spider Queen for this Week 4 Best of 3 series. We'll see who comes out on top. This is also the first opportunity that Buy for Catbois have had for first pick. So I'll be interested to see how that changes their approach. Still prioritizing that Brightwing ban. A very strong hero. One that I'm sure Led performs well on. And XGD confirm that the Zeratul is not something they are interested in playing against. A very fast Varian ban comes out on the side of Buy for Catbois and responded with an immediate Johanna. These teams are getting very comfortable with what they will not play against in this third game. First pick, Tychus. Interesting. A lot higher Tychus priority in both games 1 and 3 than I would have expected. A sturdy hero, never a bad pick, but certainly not the power pick that you typically try and secure from first pick. Diablo and Kael'thas, the response. It seems as though XGD are unafraid at the prospect of Tychus's percent damage into Diablo. Typically, we see Tychus picked as a response to Diablo and not the other way around. So I'll be interested to see how XGD play that matchup. And it's an Uther Stukov, a double support comp on the side of Buy for Catbois. Very spicy. Love to see the non-standard drafts. And a ban onto Maiev. Kerrigan still available for Buy for Catbois. We'll see if they look to pick it up here as they did on Towers of Doom. It was something that XGD did not have very many answers to in that game. Perhaps they will prioritize a cleanse support if it is picked. Final ban from Buy for Catbois is going to be the Anduin, narrowing the pool of cleanse supports. Rhaegar, of course, still up and available. Likely to see a healer grab here, as well as at least one other. It looks like they need an offlaner. No cleanse, again, on the side of Zul'jin Distillery. Looking like another good Kerrigan map. Looking like another Kerrigan game, perhaps from Buy for Catbois. Final pick, going to be the Leoric. Excellent wave clear on the side of the Zul'jin Distillery with the Kael'thas and Leo. Buy for Catbois could do with some more, frankly. The objective on Spider Queen being all about waves, both to collect and to defend, means that having a shortage of it makes Blaze going that late in the draft. And the Kerrigan. Not surprised to see it. Last pick now, over to Zul'jin Distillery. We'll see what we get out of B-Fresh. Their performance on the Vala was strong. A hero that can really do a lot of damage. Punch through double support, perhaps. Another option, not sure if they play it, would be a Mephisto. Not too much on the side of Buy for Catbois to punish a pick of that variety. And it looks like it's going to be the Sylvanas. Fair enough. And here in the swap phase, everybody's staying on what they've got. We'll take a look here. Game number 3 on Tomb of the Spider Queen. And it is a double support into Diablo. It's gonna be a tough one for me to call. I am unfamiliar with double support, so it's anyone's guess. Let's get into it. Let's see how our teams do. And introducing them once again for the last time, on the left we've got Zul'jin Distillery, DeWitt on Diablo, Nutcracker on Leoric, Lead playing Deckard, Ankleshot on Kael'thas, and Bfresh playing the Sylve. And over to the right side in red, we've got Catbois, Sailor Twift on Blaze, Michelin on Kerrigan, Gokwe on Uther, Pyledron on Tychus, and Shamhat playing the Stukov. As we get into it, taking a look at our level 1 talents, we've got another Devil's Due on the side of Bfresh. A great map for it, lots of globes to pick up. And both teams posturing another great flip into Wallbang onto Gokwe. We'll see if the Uther is able to make it out alive. It doesn't look like they are, but the turn kills are there for Catbois. First blood for XGD, but 2 counters on the side of BFC. Bfresh stepping really far up, eats another combo from Michelin. Sailor following up with the jet propulsion. Wow. 3 kills to 1. Fireworks in this first minute of Tomb of the Spider Queen. This is going to be some high-octane hots, I tells you what. DeWitt now, perhaps looking for a stun, eats one instead from Gokwe. Lands it onto Kerrigan there, who continues to fight in onto DeWitt, unthreatened by the Lord of Terror. Lots of damage onto Gokwe. That's 2 deaths for our Uther player, but trait value is everything. Trait value is everything. So that 1-for-1 is definitely in the favor of the Uther team, obviously. Minute and a half now, all camps available. Sailor Twift taking a lot of damage in mid lane. XGD doing a good job putting pressure onto this Blaze. Nutcracker making sure to leverage this winning matchup as much as possible. And back in the top side of the map, we can see Zul'jin Distillery have the wave clear advantage, and so they've got the rotational advantage. We'll see if either team looks to break off onto a camp, and in the bot lane we can see Zul'jin Distillery doing just that. Bfresh sneaking out of vision to the siege camp, and here in mid, DeWitt getting another flip and stun onto onto Gokwe. Ankle shot, tries to juke the combo, unable to get out of the way. DeWitt steps in, gets another flip and wallbang onto Gokwe. Gokwe is taking a lot of punishment from DeWitt this game, and that is the siege camp going over to Zul'jin Distillery. Level 4s on both sides here. Combo from the Kerrigan misses. And in bot lane, we can see Sylve and Leo pushing in with black arrows and the siege camp. Bfresh now does still have... Oh my gosh, the Haunting Wave barely missing the combo from the Kerrigan. A slick retreat from Bfresh there. And they're going to move straight over to the Bruiser camp. Looks like they have opted for Mercenary Queen this game. Able to do a lot of pushing and pressure into this double support comp, which lacks a little bit of wave clear. And on the right side, we've got Sailor Twift matching that camp grab. A slight experience lead over to the side of Catbois thanks to their hero kill lead, but minions do favor the side of Zul'jin Distillery. Mid camp secured by XGD. We'll see how much they're able to push. And they're able to secure that first objective as well. Level 7s on both sides. The Bruiser camp stalling under the fort wall is helpful for Catbois. We can see Mikeland looking for a flank perhaps. Gokue caught on the wrong side of the engagement again, but it's DeWitt who's taking most of the punishment. Bigger they are, able to secure most of the damage and kill. Stun now out onto lead, a silence from Shamhat to follow up, but no kills secured. And Catbois fall back to take care of the Web Weavers on the side of XGD. XGD pushing a little bit further here, committing 3 of their heroes to the mid lane, able to get the fort front wall down, and in bot we can see Nutcracker very healthy, pushing into Sailor Twift. Most of the gems still in the hands of Catbois. We can see Kerrigan holds 30, Blaze holds 22. It's tough when you are a aggressive melee hero holding lots of gems. It can be challenging to... And DeWitt revealing himself in the bush there. Gokue finishes that level 1 Hammer of the Lightbringer, which is cooldown reduction on their stun, yes. Nutcracker walks into all 5 of Catbois here. Gokue starts to turn in. Zul'jin Distillery able to get the stalls here. And they've got lots of great tools for stalls. Diablo's Fire Stomp, Sylve's Haunting Wave, all of Deckard's talents. DeWitt stuns in onto Gokue. 15 souls still needed to complete that Black Soulstone quest. Shamhat tagged by the corner of the root. Will they go down here? Bfresh able to secure the final kill, going perhaps a bit too far. Gokue hammering him down. Mikeland coming in to clean up the kill. 10's in the hands of Catbois, and they immediately rip the D-shield onto Kerrigan. Combo does not hit. So it's a 1-for-1. Tile able to scoot out, but under the towers... Wow. Lots of ults committed. No ults available for XGD just yet. 10's in their hands now. Of course, 5 heroes alive on both sides. We'll see how much Catbois are able to do with their first objective spawn. We can see Kerrigan moving towards the top lane here. And Zul'jin Distillery have done a great job pushing in their waves. The red web weavers will only spawn as far up as the blue minion wave. So getting the web weavers spawned as far away from your structures is of benefit to you if you're defending. It allows for you... Mikeland face checks DeWitt in this bush. It's going to be a quick death for Kerrigan there. A great sleep from lead. Sub 100 HP now for Mikeland. Looks like they're able to make it out alive. Sham healing with the flailing swipes, but Bfresh still on them. That's another death for Stukov. 2 kills. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is disaster for Catbois. Mikeland looking to get aggressive here onto DeWitt, who gets the stun onto Mikeland, but a kill nonetheless. Double combo, but Mikeland still falls. Nutcracker, spooky waves in, catches 2 in the entomb. The bunker is available. Tile and Sailor able to escape. Gokue getting a lot of damage onto Bfresh here. So here comes DeWitt with an aggressive shadow charge. Gokue peeling with that stun. All right, the fight has ended. Double support makes for long team fights. But Gokue, Catbois is getting really sloppy in their rotations here. XGD doing a great job to punish these face checks. Leoric taking a lot of damage. Holy cow, there's Sylvanas, and there she goes. Mikeland gets another kill. Both teams doing a lot to combo now onto ankle shot. Silence interrupts lead. Stay a while and listen. This is a big deal. Lots of damage onto Leoric here. And Catbois are able to do a lot to clear up this objective now. Of course, in top lane, we can see the blue Red Weaver already on the fort, going to do a lot of damage there. And here in the mid lane, the fight goes on. Another interrupt onto Led's Stay a While. Big silence here. 2 kills. A silence arrow onto from Sylvanas stops the onslaught. Top fort taking a lot of damage from these Web Weavers, though. So for Catbois has taken the experience lead, but Zul'jin Distillery are far ahead on structures. And the talent tier parity is just around the corner for XGD. We'll see how they look to approach the map here. No turn-in available. Those kills resetting the economy of XGD does put them behind on the objective. For Catbois immediately channeling on the objective, but they are unable to make the rotation to bot lane, so Bfresh is going to be able to secure those Siege Giants in the bot lane. We'll see where Catbois look to make their push. And it looks like mid is their lane of choice. Combo out from the Kerrigan goes a little wide. And stun from Gokue onto DWIT, no follow-up damage just yet. Phoenix comes out. Nutcracker trying to get aggressive on the flank here. Sailor stun in to 2, drops the bunker. Lots of damage now onto DWIT. Dead with no souls. Myclin dives in a little bit further. D-Shield is available, so we could still see a Divine Storm Kerrigan. The Odin popped for siege in mid lane, getting a lot of safe siege done. And in bot lane, we've got Kerrigan cleaning up that camp from Sylv. So a full fort on the side of Catbois secured. Led still has Stay a While because it's been interrupted so many times. We'll see if they look to get aggressive. They have gotten a few cheeky around the wall, out of vision ultimates. Looks like they're just here to clean up the wave, collect these gems. 8 gems away from another turn-in for Catbois. Zul'jin Distillery still looking for another 33. Bruiser camps on both sides, a quarter of a level away from level 16 for Catbois. Gokue a little bit far from the rest of his team. We'll see if either team try and take advantage of the vision that these camps grant them to try and sneak some of these gems in. Here comes Myclin, gets a combo onto Led. Here comes the D-Shield, and that's a big sleep from Led. Silence onto the Blaze. Ankle shot falls extraordinarily low, though. They are not on the right side of the fight. Sailor and Myclin looking for Bfresh and Led, able to get Bfresh. Here goes the kill onto Led. 3 for nothing on the side of Catbois. Level 16's in their hand. They do have turn-in available. We'll see how they look to prioritize the map. It seems as though we are getting a start onto boss. Gokue proccing that, with the other 4 of the Catbois dropping gems. XGD are able to scout out the boss. We've got 5 seconds until Kael'thas spawns. Not a lot of boss burn on the side of Catbois, so they, I think, are mostly looking to bait a ill-advised engagement on the side of XGD. DWIT and Nutcracker doing a lot to posture around here, but not taking the bait. I don't know that they've figured out how much HP is left. Unable to get in there on the boss. A stun onto DWIT, lots of damage from the minigun, and that's going to be a dead Diablo. He'll respawn with Black Soul Stone. A camp and objective, or I should say a boss and objective, to push in the top lane. This is a big push for BFC. Level 16's now. Wow, over the wall, lots of damage. Oh my gosh, ankle shot blew up. Didn't even know that they had vision of them. That was insane combo from Myclin. This could be an end push. Sailor gets the stun onto DWIT. This Diablo has no souls, drops the Apocalypse. Another great D-Shield onto Myclin, secures a kill onto Bfresh. No damage available on the side of Zul'jin Distillery. Catbois still looking very healthy, able to survive with their double support. We see the Odin come out. Sailor Twift still low in the back, but Michelin pops his ult, is slamming this core. Sailor Twift undeterred as well, and that is going to do it for Game 3. GG, well played to both teams, but in the end, we've got Bye for Catbois taking it 2-1. And a hearty well played from that to them. Zul'jin Distillery, a lot of really decisive team fight wins in the early game, but in the end, it was the scaling of the double support and the Kerrigan D-shields that carried the day for Bye for Catbois. Checking in over on the stats and builds, we can see just how much healing double support really does. Able to do more than poor old Deckard. Of course, you don't pick Uther just for his healing numbers. A lot of great stuns came out from Gokue, and we saw a lot of that coming out from the Benediction at level 16, able to use 2 talents in a row, or 2 abilities in a row. Well played to both teams. I'm going to see if I can't get an interview with them. And I'll hop over there. Great. A decisive fight in the end. A huge combo over the wall is what started it all for the Catbois, of course. And they are able to secure a 2-1 victory, maintaining their undefeated streak. Pretty exciting stuff. And it looks like we will have an interview. Excellent. So we'll head over to the NGS Discord. Hi, let me just take the scene here to get you unmuted. Hello, how are you, Gokue?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm doing quite well. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
How are you all feeling after that decisive team fight at the end there? That push with Boss was nuts.
Oh yeah, yeah. Honestly, we were feeling pretty good after that third game, but you know, don't let that fool you. We definitely got demoralized after game 2, after that hard fought.
That was a tough game 2, to be sure. DeWitt on the Johanna struck me as really decisive with those Blessed Shield engagements. It seemed difficult to survive on the Anubarak on your side. What is that matchup like for you?
Honestly, the matchup it's very one-sided, but if they didn't have 12 different ways to destroy Cocoon, then it's probably not too bad.
True. Yeah, they had Dahaka, they had Li Ming, they had Silence Puddle, they had Vala's fast autos. Yeah, they had lots. And also, the heroic defense you guys made in that game 2, I was sure their first core push was going to be the end of the game. I can't lie to you. But you were able to hold, and at that point on Alterac, it's always just oh god, how do we get back from here? What were the comms like in that game 2? You've wiped most of XGD. You only have 1 keep left. They have all of their structures. What's the game plan?
Oh god. I think the play we made is we do a boss trade, I think?
Mm-hmm.
Or
yeah.
We went for top boss, I think we did, because
yeah, you traded top boss for bot boss. They still had both of their DPS and their healer
and
alive.
Dahaka.
Yeah.
I thought it was Dahaka. Or am I thinking of a different top fight?
I think Dahaka respawned shortly thereafter. Perhaps they had Dahaka as well. Maybe it was just 1 kill onto Johanna. Either way, yeah, that is an uphill battle. You guys were able to shake it off, of course, get turned around for game 3, pull out the double support comp. That was pretty exciting to see. I can't lie. D-Shield, Kerrigan, gives the warm fuzzies. Who in the double support comp, how does the shot calling structure change? Because I have to imagine with a less reliable lead stun like Uther, you on the front line aren't necessarily able to call engages as much. Does that fall to Sailor on the Blaze? Does that move over to Myclin on the Kerrigan? How does that adjust how you guys approach a match?
I got you. All right, so it's actually not too much of a shift, right? Because we tend to practice double support, and we play it a lot, almost equal to our double mage that we play so often.
I know
Um,
you guys have been drawing lots of Chromie bands
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
result.
I think it's either Mike or Tiles Chromie's really good, and they nobody wants to play against it.
I believe it.
Um, but it's mostly Myclin, right?
Mhm.
He's he's that engage. He's that primary engage. We have Blaze as that secondary in that composition specifically, right? So if Kerrigan sees something and then we're able to support it, I mean, I just make sure I'm not dying every 2 seconds like I did in the first 10 minutes of the 5 minutes of the match.
To be fair,
Um,
you traded each time.
Yeah,
Trait
DeWitt
value,
was
right?
yes. It was my trait value versus DeWitt's, and thankfully I won out a little bit in the early
Exactly.
game.
Exactly.
I was so thankful to him for letting me play a tank. DeWitt, that is.
Yeah.
He owns all of them.
That's yeah. He was definitely a strong presence on the front line. I saw, especially on Diablo, he was doing a lot of punishing, doing the flip into wallbang, not only in game 3 but also on towers when you were on the Tyrael.
Yeah.
So Zul'jin Distillery definitely putting up a good fight, but in the end, Bye for Catbois coming out on top. Congratulations once again. Do you have any shout-outs you want to make?
Oh yeah, yeah. Shout out to Zul'jin Distillery. You guys put up one hell of a fight. Had us sweating the entire series. Maybe not game 3, but I mean, that's how the snowball builds, But it was great. Shout out to my team. Shout out to Sir Noble, who wasn't able to make it tonight. Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Noble.
Yeah, thankfully he's gone. But yeah, shout out to you. Thank you for casting us. It was great.
Absolutely, happy to.
Yeah.
Pleasure to watch the Catbois go forward for another win, maintain the undefeated streak thus far. This cements you guys for the first place.
I mean, we're technically defeated every game I've played. Defeated every game I've played.
A map loss is not a match loss.
I consider it a moral defeat. It is the moral low ground.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, I'm gonna let you get out of here and celebrate with your team. Thanks for the interview, Gokue, and see you around.
Alrighty, see ya.
All right, that is gonna do it for us on the stream. A great, hard-fought series from both teams. Zul'jin Distillery looking so dominant in that second game on Alterac, and the double support comp looked shaky to start for Bye for Catbois. I was pretty sure Zul'jin Distillery had it in the bag. Some late game insane fights with the D-Shield Kerrigan, lots of great support from Sham and Gokue on the Uther and Stukov. In the end, allowed for BFC to come out on top. GG and well played to both teams. And thanks again to everyone for coming out to watch. It means a lot to the NGS community that we're all here to watch and support each other. So thank you for stopping by, chatting, watching. Once again, if you'd like to get any information on any of the artists, programmers, etc., whose assets and programs I use for the stream, be sure to check out the credits below or stick around, as there will be a credit roll at the end of the stream. And stick around because we'll be looking for a caster to raid. Until next time, I'm the Sound, signing off. Good luck, have fun, peace, and love.